Alright, now we're going to look at how to graph an inequality and the solution to an inequality on a calculator. And this is one of the inequalities from your e-text. Y is less than negative 3/2 x plus 4. Notice that y is already isolated on one side of the inequality. It is essential that that be done first because we will again be using the y equal key. So let's go to y equal on the calculator, turn it on first and clear it, and go to y equal and clear what's in there. And we only have one expression here, so we'll put negative 3/2 x plus 4. And we want y to be less than that value. Y is bigger as you go up and less as you go down. And so there is actually a way to show where it is less than that value. It's going to equal that value right on a line, but below the line will be where it's less. So we use the left arrow here to move to the far left here, and you see that little indicator going up and down there, and hit the enter key until we get something that looks like it's below a line. That looks like it's above a line, and that's below. And that's what we want to show that y is less than the expression on the right there. Y is below it. Alright, and now we're going to go to Zoom 6, our favorite Zoom, and it's going to graph it. When you're graphing, just be patient and let it finish graphing before you hit Zoom 8, enter. Alright, and let's hit Zoom 8, enter, so that it'll regraph it in an integer window. Okay, now it's up to you to determine when you do your graphing whether it's going to be a dotted line or a solid line. The calculator hasn't got enough resolution for that. Alright, so that is going to be a dotted line there. We can see that it's shaded below it, but we need to know some values so that we graph the line accurately. And again, the trace key gives us those values. The first value it always gives you is the y-intercept. So let's make a table of values over here. It looks like I need a pencil first. Alright, so that we can actually export this information to a homework assignment. And so we've got a value 0, 4. And then if we need some other values to the right, 2, 1 is a value, and we could get other values too. 4, -2. And those three values are certainly sufficient to graph the line that forms the boundary. Now, just to be certain that you've got this correct, you want to put one of these points back into the original equation, and it should make the two sides equal, because when they're on the line, that is where it's equal. And you should take some point out here in the shaded region and make sure that it makes y less than the value on the right. So let's just do that. Let's take the point 4, -2, and we'll put in -2 for y, and we want it to see that it's equals -3/2 times x, which is 4, plus 4. And this is easy enough to do just by hand, is -6 plus 4, which is -2. -2 equals -2. So we have got points on the correct line. Okay, And then you also would like to pull some point out here, maybe -5, -5. That would work. This is your check here. And -5 is just any old point, because all the points that are shaded should make it true. And we put -5 in for y is less than -3/2 times -5 plus 4. And that looks like it's going to be true. -5 is less than, and on your calculator you can just go to second quit and enter this value, -3/2 parentheses -5 plus 4, enter, and you get 11.5, and that's certainly true. So you know you've got the right side of the line shaded. Every point over there is going to make the inequality true, and you also have points on the line, and the line accurately